Buckle up and get ready for a fun ride.
It's about to go down.
With over 20,000 episodes of the best outdoor shows.
That's the cool thing, it's got something for everybody.
We're the home of the adventurous, the champions,
These guys are the best of the best.
the legends.
There are bigger things happening out here than just shooting bullets at animals.
Get 3 months of MyOutdoorTV for only $1 a month when you use promo code YouTube1.
How about this?
If I drop it, it's probably gonna be a big
Dad, I got you the man. All right.
got your boot.
Okay, those are Brandon's. Thank you for getting Brandon's boots. You're pretty fast. See ya. And we're off. They're exhausted. Noah literally just crippled over. He's done for. They wanted to race. Did I miss those little turds? We're scrambling, trying to get things ready for whitetails back in Missouri, but we're kicking off our western tour and heading out to western Nebraska to hunt mule deer. We're hunting with Cody, Heartland Pride Outfitters, hunting a new ranch that he just picked up, and gonna be the guinea pigs. We seem to be the regular guinea pigs for Cody and the crew, but we like it that way. Looking forward to it. Finally kicking off season for the first time this year for 2020. It's no secret that one of my favorite styles of hunting is going in blind on a new piece of property, dissecting it, and attempting to be successful. After a long road trip, we arrived in camp just after dark and would have the whole following day to take in as much information as possible before season opened. Gonna put a couple trail cameras out today. Season opens tomorrow, so we figured we might as well get as much information as we can. They've been a bunch of whitetails hammering this alfalfa. Obviously, we're kind of focusing on mule deer, but it's always good to have options. And I personally can't ever say no to a nice whitetail buck, so they always catch my attention even when I'm mule deer hunting. It's pretty good. Hope it's arming. It's arming the camera already. Having never hunted this part of the country before, I was blown away by the vast and diverse terrain. Starting from the outside and working our way in, we spent the first morning on top of a vantage point where we could see as much of the property as possible. It didn't take long to realize that the mule deer density was not what it is in some other parts of the state, but we were optimistic that the quality would outweigh the quantity. We've already spotted a bachelor group, 4 different bucks. One of them's a pretty big buck. He's real wide, 4x4. Kind of in a different spot on the edge of these trees. So we're gonna keep an eye on him tonight. See what he does, see if we can make a move, and if not, at least we know he's in this area. After a full day of scouting, we quickly realized that although the terrain seemed very open from afar, there were tons of cuts, draws, and trees for the mule deer to hide. It was time to get comfortable behind the glass and be patient trying to find the right buck in the right place, wherever that may be. We were back up on the glassing knob, watched the moon come up here yesterday evening, watched it go down this morning, but cannot for the life of me find these bucks. Kind of surprised, so I don't know where the bucks are hiding, but we'll sit up here and keep looking. Time for a little change of scenery. Y'all knew I couldn't take it, had to hunt some whitetails. The mule deer have been tough so far, so we're gonna try this for tonight. Now we're about 15 after 6. We checked cameras today and there's pretty good movement here in the alfalfa last night, so starting about 6:15, 6:30, so I imagine they'll be moving here pretty close before too long. A couple nice velvet bucks in here that might get shot if they give us the opportunity. I like this spot a lot. They gotta come from everywhere. We're just starting to lose light. We had a pretty decent night. It was pretty slow, but it's warm and super windy, so kind of to be expected, but it was cool just to get up in the stand. This corner is awesome. It's a great spot, so if we get some better weather, we may be back here. Back to the mule deer in the morning. With a couple days of absorbing as much as possible under our belt, we were extremely optimistic about the whitetail situation. On the other hand, the mule deer were extremely inconsistent, and bedding before sunrise making it almost impossible to locate them to plan a stalk. I haven't seen those bucks pop back out. I was hoping they would come back out. At this point, it had become clear that we may have to be more aggressive in order to locate a shooter mule deer buck. It was time to lace up and cover some ground. Just been creeping along, checking out some of the shade because we haven't even messed with this country yet, and we were just kind of looking in this new country, checking all the shade spots. And we were walking, I literally spotted with my naked eye antler sticking out behind the rock. And he's bedding in a really good spot in some shade, and he's kind of getting out of the shade now, but I think we can get around on him. We almost got to where he could see us, but I think if we back out, we can loop around and get the wind in our favor. Looks like a good buck. I can only see one side. Should be right over this ledge, like straight down below. was insane. He stood up, and I didn't know if it's because he heard us or if he was moving the shade. And it was because he was moving the shade. And he started pawing in the bed. I was like, now's the time, let's go. So we popped over. And he was quartered to me hard, but I was straight down. Literally, it said 4 yards. 4 yards, shoot for 8. Literally right over the top of him. Oh my gosh. To have finally caught a break and found a big mature mule deer buck, only to have the opportunity slip between my fingers, was a huge blow to my confidence. It was clear to me that it was time to pivot and focus on whitetails. There's that good 8-pointer from the first day. Dang, he's nice. He's really nice. Hopefully he'll be back tonight. Another great night tonight. All the bucks right in our lap except for the big one. Just stayed out a little too far. Oh, these mule deer are frustrating. Literally going to bed before it gets light, which makes it impossible to know where they're at. So we've been stuck with just having to walk and try to spot them before they spot us, which is really, really tough. And haven't seen a single deer. Haven't seen a single mule deer anywhere. I could see all the base of these mountains here and everything. Only seen some whitetail, so makes it tough. Getting down to the wire here though. With the whitetails on such a regular evening pattern, we opted to continue our search for mule deer in the mornings, no matter how little our confidence was. I knew that with the weather changing for the worst and time running out, it was most likely now or never. September 5th. It's been a tough run so far, but we're back in the stand tonight. It's 102 degrees today. Unbelievably hot, but the deer are already moving from what we've seen. We've seen some deer out on the alfalfa already, so gotta try it. They've been really consistent in the spot. They've been hitting this alfalfa pivot. Been working this fence crossing right in front of us, so it's been a great spot to bow hunt. Just a matter of having the right deer come by at the right time. A couple younger bucks coming. Oh, there's a big one. Big one right behind them. They're coming quick. Here they come. Yeah, homie. Yes. 102 degrees. Oh, they didn't want to move until last light. We just saw a few does and we were watching the does. I was like, oh, here they come. Pretty casually, just sitting down. And I was like, oh, I see quite a few more deer. And so I stood up and I saw a couple nice 2-year-old bucks. And then boom, the big 8-pointer that we have on the Reconyx camera from this morning, or yesterday morning, and then last night. We actually saw him this morning scouting for mule deer. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, incredible hunt. He did exactly what we wanted him to do. The other night, the big one kind of skirted us and stayed far and didn't cross the fence. This one came in 26 yards, perfect. And he paused right before to look around, gave me a shot. I wasn't gonna pass it up. They've been jumping the field and coming out right in front of us, but the wind, the way it was tonight, I just wasn't taking any chances. I saw blood pouring off as he ran off. Oh, he's a stud, big wide velvet 8-pointer. Unreal. 102 degrees. Yes. Good job. Oh, thank you. What a beauty. Oh my gosh. Full velvet. It has been, I want to say 7 or 8 years. We were just talking about it since I've shot a velvet whitetail, full velvet whitetail. And we got lucky September 5th. I mean, he had to be getting ready to drop any minute. We've been putting a lot of miles on chasing mule deer, and they're just not a super, high numbers of mule deer, but there's some really good bucks. It's just been tough. We've been close, but haven't been able to seal a deal. And then to have the other big whitetail that looks a lot like this one, kind of come by, 2 nights ago, I think it was. We knew it was just a matter of time, and least expected it tonight, of course. 102 degrees, probably the hottest I've ever hunted for whitetail. But it goes to show you never know. These deer, I mean, they're used to the heat out here. It's, they've been coming to that alfalfa, I'm sure, all summer long, and they didn't move as early as they have been, but they still came in, and perfect, just 26-yard shot. That stand site has just paid off perfectly. I had no idea how clutch it would be. All those deer coming right by 20, 25, 26 yards and just jumping the fence. It was picture perfect, and what a dandy.
Sometimes in bow hunting, opportunity comes knocking when you least expect it. The difference between success and failure is being ready when it does. Having it all come together on the hottest day of the whole hunt was just proof that persistence pays off. Having the ability to chase both mule deer and whitetail during the same hunt is such a unique and action-packed experience. One that I hope to try again sooner rather than later.
Oh, hey, that's a bow in there, pal. That's a bow inside of there. Is it a badger? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's turning on us. Yeah. He knows who the alpha is. The only badger I like is the honey badger.
call this spot and stalk hunting for a reason. Because it's a lot more success, higher success rate when you spot them first and then stalk them. We're trying it the hard way. We're trying to stalk them first and then spot them. Here we are. Again, same spot, same spray, same bow, same stand. New big buck. Not same deer. We're having brand new.
We hope you enjoyed this free preview from MyOutdoorTV. To continue watching, start your free trial now. Then get your first 3 months for $1 a month when you use promo code YouTube1.